Hello everyone, this is Ren at CSN Chicago News. One person is dead after 4 tornadoes were reported near Ottawa, Illinois. The entire Chicago area is under tornado watch until 10 p.m. Strong to severe storm have produced a large hail, high winds, and heavy damage across the area Tuesday evening. A tornado warning is in effect for LaPorte County, Indiana until 9:15 p.m. A severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for DeKalb, Kendall, and LaSalle counties until 9:15 p.m. A severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Cook and Will County in Illinois and Lake and Porter County in Indiana until 9:45 p.m. A tornado watch is in effect until 10 p.m. for Boone, Cook, DeKalb, DuPage, Grundy, Kenny, Kankakee, Kendall, LaSalle, Lake, Livingston, McHenry, and Will County in Illinois. In Jasper, Lake, Newton, and Porter County in Indiana. 6 people have been taken to St. Elizabeth's Medical Center in Ottawa for storm-related injuries. 4 in fair condition, 1 in serious condition, and 1 in critical condition. Further details were not available. The Special Olympics World Winter Game is in 2 weeks in Austria and will draw the best Special Olympians from around the world, including a Chicagoan who is considered one of the best speed skaters. Tommy Shimona, 24, who lives in Mount Greenwood neighborhood on the southwest side, is one of just 9 speed skaters from across the country to qualify to go to the Winter Games, which will feature alpine skiing, snowshoeing, as well as speed skating. He cannot speak, but that doesn't stop him from communicating. Shimona just went to the state competition and did 3 events, the 700, the 500, and the 300, and came home with 2 golds and a silver, and did it all in hockey skates. Chicago officials are cracking down on popular nutrition club after an investigation started looking into the growing trend. A hidden camera into some of these clubs revealed what was beyond the full speed blender making shakes and the supplements for sale. That some of these nutrition clubs are unlicensed and unregulated while serving several brands of shakes and supplements. And there are questions surrounding others. Herbalife said their distributors are prohibited from making health claims that link their products to the cure or treatment of a disease, and that the brochure is not from them, adding that Herbalife Nutrition Club are run by individual small business owners who receive training and support. All of the clubs which were cited in the story have hearings scheduled for March, and none of them responded to media. Barack and Michelle Obama have book deals. The former president and first lady have signed with Penguin Random House, the publisher announced Tuesday. Financial terms were not disclosed, although the deals are likely in tens of millions of dollars. Both Obamas have published books through Prime, a Penguin Random House imprint. The unique dual arrangements for books that are among the most anticipated in memory from a former president and first lady. Barack Obama is widely regarded as one of the finest prose stylists among recent presidents, and he's written the million-selling Dream from My Father and The Audacity of Hope. Michelle Obama has given few details about the time as First Lady. Her only book is about food and Guardian, American Grown, released in 2012. Both Obama are widely popular with the public in the United States and abroad. The publisher did not immediately say which imprint the books would be released through. Titles, publishing dates, and other details about the book also were not immediately available. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
China and the United States are 2 integral pillars of the same global economy, supports that are becoming increasingly intertwined. Just as Chinese companies are beginning to test out markets abroad, American companies are looking to take advantage of economic reforms in China. But will these Chinese companies be able to adapt to new markets overseas? And will the reforms in China open up the country enough to satisfy critics who cry protectionism? Today, China Matters speaks with Jiang Jianwei, Director of Sinotrans and CSC, as we discuss the complexities of these two very different markets. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Jiang.
My pleasure.
Now, it is my understanding that your company, Sinotrans, has entered into a joint venture with an American cold chain logistics company, Preferred Freezer Services. How would you explain, or what do you see the differences are between working with an American or foreign company compared to a Chinese company?
Okay. It's a good question. Sinotrans is actually one of the first pioneers to step outside China. And according to our experience, there is no much striking difference between dealing with foreign companies and local companies. To my personal experience, to a certain extent, it would be easier, comparatively speaking, to deal with overseas companies, especially companies from West countries.
Why is that?
Because they are more market-oriented, more international.
Okay.
Yeah. However, most of Chinese companies, we are still in the transitional period from planning economy to market-oriented economy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. There are some in the U.S. that have criticized or censored the purchase of large American corporations by Chinese companies, the most recent one being Shuanghui, the food processor. What do you think about this criticism? Is it China fear, or is it warranted? These sometimes government spokespeople criticizing China for buying American companies outright.
Well, according to my experience, I don't believe there is any strict ban on Chinese companies to open its business in the United States.
Right.
And or even you acquire companies in the States. According to the law, we are allowed.
Right.
However, for those very sensible field, which maybe people may think about, it's related to national security. I believe there is a ban, or there is a much strict rule on this.
Okay. So.
However, as a logistic player, we don't have such experience.
Right. There's going to be a few big players, non-government, private companies, hitting the overseas markets, in particular the American market, in years to come. What advice would you give, like say Xiaomi, moving into the U.S. market where they probably don't have a lot of experience?
First, try very hard to get ourselves accustomed to the United States, the local situation in the United States. It's a different country.
Certainly.
Second, you have to abide by the law, abide by the customs in the United States or in different countries.
Would you say the regulatory system
Yeah.
is more strict in the U.S.?
It's different. The United States is a law-abide by country. Law is a very most important thing you have to abide by. In China, we respect the law. However, in many cases, we are still, how can I put it? Not very much as respectful as those countries like Western European countries or United States or even like New Zealand. Third, we shall try ourselves to be more international, more market-oriented.
Okay.
Because market is the only dominant power in the business in the States.
Right.
Not like China.
No. So do you see greater access for American companies, or not just American, but Western companies in general, do you see greater access for them in the future, particularly in some industries, sectors that have been heavily protected in the past?
I think, according to my understanding, our country or our central government, with each different local government, always welcome those companies from whatever country that is. So there's no restriction given from our country to those foreign countries. As the open door policy still going on, so there will be greater and more access to those countries or those companies to come into Chinese market, to cooperate with or to open their business in Chinese market. There's no doubt.
Yeah. You see some of the protectionist measures removed by the Chinese government?
I believe so. Yeah.
中石油，然后银行，就是那些比较大的企业。
比亚迪吧，我觉得淘宝吧。
阿里巴巴、
联想呗，还有华为、
小米还有华为吧，就是中国两大名牌。
苹果吧，
香奈儿啊、迪奥啊这些。
苹果还有沃尔玛。
我觉得目前是苹果手机吧，对。
如果说中国制造的，如果出口的话，我相信觉得还是不错的。如果在国家内部的话，山寨版的会比较居多吧。
我们既要去就是把这个制造做好，然后从它的源头解决这个问题。我们把这些产品送到外面，让他们知道我们做东西其实像德国人一样谨慎，同时我们也要把自己的一些创意加进去，就是创新，对。
就是他原先发明出来那个东西，我们保留80%或90%，那有10%的是我自己做出来，就已经算是创新了。其实
我觉得还好吧。
世界各地呗，拿回来都是中国制造。
专业的团队，丰厚的经验。
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the Lake Cook Law Group.
投资理财、法律咨询，芝加哥专业律师团队为您的梦想提供最安全的保障。
After more than 2 weeks of festivities, the Venice Carnival drew to a close with a sumptuous mass parade. Thousands of revelers took to the streets on Tuesday. Lifestyles takes you to the heart of the celebrations.
The narrow streets of Italy's most picturesque city were abound with precious masks, luxury costumes, jewels, wigs, feathers, and colorful accessories for the final celebrations of Venice's Carnival. Historians say the Carnival could date back as far as 1296. Aside from its long history, the Venice Carnival is first and foremost a celebration of beauty and disguise. The star event was the costume contest, which took place in central St. Mark's Square before thousands of tourists and locals. Dozens of people from across Italy and abroad came to compete in the contest, parading on a large stage and showing off their elaborate dresses before the jury. Some period costumes were astonishingly accurate. Other outfits impressed the audience with their audacity and extravagant appearance.
Io sono il guardiano.
I am the guardian of this beauty, who's equally vain and superb.
Under the black costume and imposing mask was Renzo Sendoga, a renowned mask manufacturer with over 30 years of experience.
Continuare sempre.
The secret is to work on them again and again, and beautiful masks will come out at last. Equally important is to surrender to the raw material. This is all leather, a living matter.
It seemed everyone was taking part in the parade, even if they weren't in the contest. People wearing masks, wigs, and costumes could be seen everywhere in Venice. Many were walking slowly and gracefully, allowing themselves to be admired. For some Carnival enthusiasts, such as this couple from Holland, coming to the Venice celebrations has become quite a tradition.
It's 7 times in the Carnival. Only the Venice Carnival. It is a special party.
The atmosphere, the kindly of people, always on the pictures. Yes, we love it. Yes.
A flair for the extravagant shown at Venice Carnival reflect the uniqueness of the city that is shown the world over.
Greeks are celebrating Clean Monday and exchanging wishes for a better feast next year after 7 years of austerity.
Greeks celebrated Clean Monday this week. In Orthodox Christianity, the day marks the end of carnival festivities and the start of Lent. Clean Monday, or Ash Monday, is a public holiday marking the 40 days countdown to Easter. In Greece, it is traditionally celebrated with family excursions to the countryside for picnics and flying kites. Over the next 6 weeks, observant Greeks will not consume meat, eggs, or dairy products as a kind of abstinence in preparation for Easter. Nowadays, most Greeks do not fast for the entire period. Many celebrate the start of the fasting period on Clean Monday by eating special dishes and trying to forget the gloom of the debt crisis. Nikos Charis, father of 2, cannot afford an excursion to his village in recent years, but took his family to a park in Athens district of Galatsi to celebrate Clean Monday. The family shared traditional dishes based on seafood as well as bean soup.
It is a family tradition to come here each year to fly the kite with the children. Almost the entire neighborhood, as well as residents of other districts, not only of Galatsi, have come here to join the feast today.
The National Confederation of Greek Commerce reported that most popular ingredients for the holidays dishes were on average cheaper than last year. However, many recession-hit consumers still find the prices expensive for the family budget.
As part of the worldwide carnival season, the 9th edition of Giant Carnival Dolls has been held in northeastern Brazilian city of Olinda.
Trucks with 80 national and international personalities' effigies arrived early morning at the old city. They were the stars of the parade. The giant dolls are so remarkable that they have already spread past Brazilian borders and been presented in the United States and Europe.
The dolls are part of the Brazil Day in New York, which is a great celebration of the country's independence. Some years ago, we also attended the international meeting of giant dolls in Northern Europe. It would be a great pleasure to go to Chinese cities like Shanghai or Hong Kong.
A well-known Cuban cigar manufacturer says China is a very significant market for Cuban cigars and will become more important in the near future.
Javier Terres, Vice President of Development for the joint Cuban-Spanish company Habanos S.A., made the remarks on the sidelines of the annual Cuban Cigar Festival.
La comercialización de habanos en China es muy importante. China supone ahora mismo nuestro tercer mercado.
The marketing of cigars in China is very important. China is now our third market worldwide and therefore is of great importance and is the focus of our activity. And we believe that our market share is satisfactory in China. Right now, we are the main foreign brand in China, and foreign company marketing tobacco in China is Habanos.
Founded in 1994, Habanos S.A. owns the trademarks of every brand of Cuban-made cigars and cigarettes in all places that they are exported to. They include the top quality brands like Monte Cristo, Cohiba, and Partagas, which are all sold in China. The Spanish executive said those brands are key to boost Habanos sales in China. According to data provided by the company, in 2016, the company's international sales revenue jumped by 5% from a year earlier, reaching about $445 million. Terres said increasing foreign visitors to the island and the lift of a U.S. sanction on Cuban cigar import contributed to the big leap in 2016. Cuban Cigar Festival is an activity held annually in Havana. This year, the 5-day event is expected to attract around 2,000 businessmen, wine experts, collectors, artists, and cigar aficionados from 50 countries and regions.
A group of the Miss Global 2016 finalists has traveled to Cambodia on a 12-day tour to promote environmental protection and tourism.
The group includes Miss Ecuador, Angela Bonilla, winner of Miss Global 2016, along with her 4 runner-up competitors, and Cambodian-American Miss Milyan Nita San. The beauty queens will hold public forums in the coastal province of Pria Singhanuk and cultural Siem Reap province to highlight the impact of rubbish and waste on human health. Angela Bonilla told press that their visit was aimed at helping Cambodia preserve its beautiful environment and promoting Cambodia's tourism to the world.
Can you walk fast without breaking a sweat, cycle without using pedals, and move forward on a treadmill, all at the same time? A Dutch invention now means you can.
It is a bike, but a walking bike powered by electricity. The invention offers users the unique experience of walking on a bike.
It's a Dutch invention. We are a biking country, not that big, 70 million people, but there was one Dutch inventor, and he came up with the idea to, instead of sitting and biking, to walk on a bike.
Gelderblom explained the e-walking bike was originally designed just as a hobby to meet personal needs. However, it is now attracting global attention from users around the world 2 years after its invention. People can walk on this bike to work and keep their skirts and suits crease-free. At a normal walking pace on a fully charged battery, the e-walking bike can cover a 70-kilometer distance.
Well, the most fun of using the e-walking bike, it's completely new. It's unique in the world. It's like walking, but you go up to a speed of 25 miles an hour. That's really, it's really fast. You've got your time to look around, and I think that is, and it's just an experience to do something new that is so easy to get your hands on.
These new Dutch wheels look set to revolutionize boring commuting journeys around the world.
Hong Kong's first exhibition on the renowned writer Dr. Louis Cha, known as Jin Yong, opened on Tuesday at the Hong Kong Heritage Museum. Let's go there now and take a look.
With over 300 exhibits, the gallery showcases the creative process behind Dr. Cha's martial arts novels, as well as their wide-ranging impact. Dr. Cha's in-depth knowledge and distinctive writing style transformed martial arts novels from more simple fiction to literary classics. The genre is now the subject of much discussion and research among experts and scholars. His works have made a deep impact on Hong Kong's popular culture and also on the Chinese mainland and international literature. His martial arts novels inspire countless movies, TV series, radio dramas, stage dramas, video games, and various cultural products. In recognition of his talent, the government has established this permanent exhibition at the new Jin Yong Gallery. It is aimed at highlighting Dr. Cha's contribution to novel writing and promoting Hong Kong culture. The gallery will display more than 300 items, including early editions of Dr. Cha's novels, rare manuscripts, film posters, recordings of TV series theme songs, and some of his personal items.
The Chinese Academy of Sciences has joined up with Great Britain's royal family member, Prince Andrew, to attract British scientific and technological elites to do research in China. An initiative has been promoted at Buckingham Palace.
Named President's International Fellowship Initiative, the exchanging program is mainly for the outstanding foreign scientific researchers. It aims to increase the international level of Chinese research team by means of funding scientific and technological cooperations between Chinese Academy of Sciences and foreign scientific researchers.
International talent is a very important factor in building a world-class scientific research institution. In this program, we have set 9 overseas space centers. These centers were mainly built by foreign scientists and us. Through PIFI, Chinese Academy of Sciences has attracted more than 200 UK scientists to work here.
First launched in 2013, the initiative has given 2,800 scientists the chance to work in China. The UK is the 3rd largest source of the initiative's talent. The Chinese Academy of Sciences hopes that with the support of Prince Andrew, more UK talents could be attracted to China to explore scientific unknowns.
中国的科学和技术在过去10年有一个非常快速的。
Science and technology in China has had a rapid development in the past decade. With the continuous increasing of the technology investment, Chinese researchers' independent creativity and enthusiasm has been highly increased. Meanwhile, our research conditions have been greatly improved too.
The Mobile World Congress, the world's biggest show for mobile devices and technology, has opened in the city of Barcelona. Many well-known brands are showcasing their latest products. Among them, products made by Chinese companies are attracting much attention from visitors.
This year's theme is Mobile, the Next Element. The organizer, GSMA, said this time the Congress is going one step further and highlighting the importance of mobile technology in everyday lives.
Because it's behind everything, it's in the home, it's on the go, it's in the office, it follows us 24 hours a day.
The Congress brought together the biggest companies in the mobile communication sector, including Samsung, Nokia, Huawei, ZTE, LG, HTC, Sony, and Motorola. Chinese companies are also showcasing their new devices. The different products are highlighting China's role in producing new technology.
In these events, there are some interesting companies and they are developing most of the products that are actually later bought in Europe. So I think it is a very good alternative.
Many of the Chinese companies offer highly developed technologies at lower prices. Devices such as sport cameras, electric bikes, virtual reality glasses, or earbuds are becoming increasingly appealing to visitors.
They offer high technology at more affordable prices when you compare with other brands. So I usually buy these kinds of gadgets via internet. The last item I bought was a sport camera because I love cycling and skiing. And the truth is that I saved almost 200 euros comparing to other cameras.
Several Chinese companies, including Huawei, Oppo, Meizu, Lenovo, and ZTE, have traveled to Barcelona to launch their latest innovations at the Congress. In addition, China's small and medium-sized enterprises have had the opportunity to be present at the event. These smaller businesses are able to sell their products worldwide through online platforms.
DHgate, as a Chinese B2B e-commerce marketplace, attends MWC as an ambassador of Chinese products to the world. We will highlight unique and innovative high-tech products from China, which are available just at your fingertips.
During the week, there will be more presentations and events on the latest innovations in fields such as 5G, robots, drones, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and digital economy.